말씀드릴게요. You probably heard that the war in Ukraine is essentially a drone war. The Ukraine conflict shows that drones have played a decisive role in shifting the military balance on the battlefield. Today, we'll take a closer look at the latest developments in drone technology around the world and explore possible countermeasures against military drones. Joining us is Professor Jung Byoung-ju from the Sogang University's Institute for Army Research, specializing in international security and weapon systems. Professor Jung, welcome to the program.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yes. So I see that you recently published a new book entitled Drone and Trench Warfare in the 21st Century, right? So I'm wondering what actually inspired you to write that book?
Yeah, actually my personal motivation to compose my book is stemmed from two reasons. The first reason is you mentioned the drone warfare. And then I really want to reveal the core and the actual factor of the drone warfare in the 21st century and then near future warfare. And the second reason is compared to its impact of the Ukraine war, but there have been very limited publications about these warfares. Every single day I check the online bookstores when I composing my book, to check the bookstores and then listed of the related to the Ukraine warfare is that there are only 12 or 13 books, but mostly their books are dealing with about the aftermath of the Ukraine war or the economic compact or cultural aftershock. So there is no single book dealing with the pure academic or military aspects or international politics. So I decided to compose this book.
Yes, actually your book first discusses Ukraine war and then explores the role of ISRTA.
Sure.
Can you tell us what that really is and why you emphasize that?
Yes, ISRTA, I made the terms that I means intelligence. You know, intelligence means military information, usually geospatial imaging or signal intelligence. Yes. So, and then I think the foremost and that the most important drone's purpose is to gather and distribute and then transmit such information.
Sure.
And then to do this work, the drones should perform two missions. This S, surveillance. R means reconnaissance.
Yes.
Yeah. And then next phase is the target acquisition or target and action. Action means in military term, destroy or kill or demolish the target. So then currently you already watch the YouTube footages there. The most YouTube or TikTok or Facebook footage just illustrates the drone's mission is just target acquisition or target and action. But my book really focused on the basic mission, to gather and transmit the military intelligence of the battlefield and the reconnaissance and the surveillance missions. So this mission is true and then the core aspect of the drone in the near future.
So you focused on the military application of drones in your book, right?
Sure.
But many people associate drones with a hobby or filmmaking or industry delivery models.
Yeah.
So how can you tell us the line between military use and civilian use?
In specific term, we call a DUT. That means the double use technology. Recently, all technologies can serve for both military and civilian area. The Amazon started their service delivering packaging
Yes.
in the city,
Yeah.
and the U.S. The National Park Rangers and the monitor and the observer the wildfire or the people by using drones, and then for military, just change the actors, military officers today. That is military drone.
Oh.
Yeah, there's only one difference is who operates. The only difference between civilian drone and the military drone is who is actor.
But that also changes the purpose of the use of drones, right?
Yeah, sure. The actor always determine the purpose.
Yes.
Yeah, in the actually. And in the Ukraine, Park Rangers same to that. They deliver the indispensable medicines or medical equipment to people in distress. The same. The only difference is actor.
I see. So Elon Musk, who is now leading the Department of Government Efficiency, once said that the drones, not stealth jet fighters, can define the future warfare. So what advantage made the drone so special and crucial in modern warfare, in your opinion?
Yeah, without a doubt, Elon Musk's statement is really impactful. So many researchers and scholars were shocked. Oh, am I stupid? Because I also the advocate of the F-35, the jet fighters, and then if I the government want to increase their jet fighter capacity. According to the Elon Musk view, that is very stupid behavior. But I can mention that Elon Musk is living in a different world, different timeline compared to the other person. The Elon Musk SpaceX, the flagship project is to make a colonization on the Mars, and then make an immigration humanity on the Mars or Moon. So his perspective is far beyond the current timeline. His aim is a technological project in 22nd century. And the F-35 jet fighter is designed and developed in the 20th century.
Yeah.
So here's a big time gap,
Yes.
200 years. That is why I think Elon Musk stated that F-35 is very stupid behavior.
So I wonder, to what extent the drones can replace manned fighter jets in the future?
Before answering that, I watched the movie, the Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, I love that
Tom
one.
Cruise movies, and in the movie, the U.S. Navy admiral claims that someday drones or unmanned jet fighters will dominate the battlefield. And then Tom Cruise replies that maybe someday, but not today.
Yeah.
That is how I feel exactly. So yeah, we are living in the transition era. We need to coexist the drone weapon system and the manned aerial vehicle like jet fighters, stealth jet fighters. We still need both. So it is very indispensable for the lawmaker or policymakers there to make a balance between the drone and the jet fighters. So, but someday, probably 30 years or later, or 50 years later, the F-35 is stupid weapon system, but now F-35 is still state-of-the-art technology.
Of course.
So, and then more drone eventually replaced the manned jet fighters, but not today. So, however, to prepare the for the preparation of the future war, we need to increase the drone capability, also anti-drone technology.
You just mentioned preparation for the future war. So as drones becomes, take the center stage, by the way, in the modern warfare, then a lot of, powerful nations are trying to enhance their drone production capability. So in your opinion, what country should we watch closely?
In 2003 or 2004, I participated in several academic seminars or I joined some consultant projects to illustrate the future warfare, including drone systems. And then recently I checked my papers, then I was astonished that my prediction was wrong because the technology world is very unpredictable and very dynamic. So, we have already heard about the AI engine, the Chinese DeepSeek. Only last year, never imagined that China make the AI engine that compared to the ChatGPT, right? But it happens. DeepSeek is a rival or surpass the ChatGPTs. Like that, I guess. Currently, the United States is the leading country to adapt or develop the military drone system. However, in 10 years, China will rival or surpass the U.S. capability. Because here's two reasons. The first reason is China utilized a very low level of ethical regulation. What do you think about the most time-consuming and then time-cost process in terms of a weapon system? Not at designing, not at production.
Then what?
It's the testing.
Oh, I see.
Testing is the most time-consuming and the most expensive process. So, especially in a drone system, we need to test drones to person or animals like that. And then U.S. or other European countries, they have to be reviewed and then confirmed by the congressional committee.
Right,
or
related.
So they have a very high level of ethical regulation.
Right.
However, China doesn't. They utilize their drone production and testing. Based on the very low level of the ethical regulations, like autonomous driving system in the electric cars. Only 10 years ago, no person expected that Chinese electric car may rival or surpass U.S. the Tesla. But now, China's autonomous driving technology is the world second.
So what about South Korea?
South Korea.
Yeah, South Korea is obviously one of the leading countries in defense industry, right? So how can you compare South Korea to other top drone production country?
That's a good question. And now I'm composing my second book. The topic is Israel war, especially based on the drone warfare. And in this book, I categorize in two groups. The first tier is first tier of the drone industry. The three countries: the United States, China, and Israel. They have a great technology and full capacity of production, and then world data. The emerging group, I call it these three countries: Turkey or Turkey, and Russia and South Korea.
Oh.
Yes. The reason why I choose South Korea as the emerging country in the military drone industry is that we have three advantages. The first one is high technology in the semiconductor or sensor, gyroscope, manufacturing devices or something like that.
So the infrastructure is the first one.
So the technology infrastructure is very robust. And second reason is South Korea's industry are ready to full production of military equipment. Yeah, it's the big difference between the South Korea and the European countries. After the collapse of the Cold War, most European countries, including British, Germany or France, they are undergone huge budget cuts. So and they eliminated the military production line. So they can't compete the production rate like China. But South Korea can do it. So then third reason is we have a large scale of standing army. That means we have a great test bed.
I see.
Yeah. So, and then we are co-work with the United States Army. So, I mentioned the United States is the world leading drone industry. In such as military exercise, joint exercise, U.S. Army always adapt the state-of-the-art drone system, and then we also adapt our new drone systems. So the joint military exercise is good test bed for the drone system. So the three aspects is that is why I call that South Korea will be a emerging country as a drone industry.
So I have one last question. If drones are the spears, then anti-drone capabilities can be the shields, right? So what are the latest advantages in anti-drone defenses?
Yeah, so drone is not invincible or unstoppable. If drone is invincible, unstoppable, like introduction of this program, the TV show, so Zelensky stated that Ukraine can produce 4 million drones per year. Ironically, the fact is that drone is not invincible. If a drone is unstoppable, we don't need to make such a huge drone, right? So that means there have been a lot of anti-drone systems in the world, especially developed by China and Russia. So there are several anti-drone systems. First one is the very fundamental technology or low technology. Just add more application of armor on the AFB or tanks, like a turtle tank. Yeah, like the Admiral Lee Sun-shin's turtle ship, Russia made their own turtle tank, just ironclad tanks. And then to penetrate the turtle tank's armor, the Ukrainian forces are using more drones. That is why they produce 4 million drones per year. And then next step is the reaction of Russia is to adopt electronic device on their tanks, the jamming system. And to overcome the jamming system, Ukraine used the wire-guided drones. That is, I call it law of action reaction in the warfare. So such a ceaseless effort to overcome other enemies, the countermeasure is the true aspect of the Russian warfare, Russian warfare. So that is why I called my name drone and trench warfare in the 21st centuries. Still, we need a traditional way or conservative way, just adding the more armor to the tanks to compete the drone operation.
Okay, now I can understand it is very, very important to keep up with the speed of the modern warfare.
Sure.
But at the same time, I also think developing strategies and operational tactics associated with this new technology is going to be very, very crucial, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I think this discussion was very fascinating.
Thank you for giving me a chance to introduce my book.